Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Hello, and welcome to our series of interviews with decision makers and senior leaders of companies across the board to help you, our viewers, make informed and intelligent investment decisions. I am Munir Barazi, your business analyst and host, and today I am pleased to welcome Nikolaos Cacos, the President, CEO, and Director at Argentina Lithium and Energy Corporation, a mineral exploration company that is seeking to leverage its natural resource properties in Argentina for metals such as lithium, which is vital for energy storage and the green shift. The company is listed on the TSX Venture Exchange as LIT, the OTC as PNXLF, and the FSE as OAY3. Hello, Nikolaos. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, it's my pleasure.
So since this is the first time we speak, could you please tell our viewers about Argentina Lithium and Energy Corporation, your operations, and how it all started?
Oh, it'd be a pleasure. Argentina Lithium and Energy is what the name states quite explicitly. We are a lithium exploration company that is focused in Argentina. And we have started. We have compiled a number of very attractive, some of the most attractive exploration projects in that region, and over the last 3 years. And as the price of lithium, we foresaw, began its ascent from around a couple of $1,000s per ton for lithium carbonate to now it's over $80,000 per ton. So it's been a tremendous rise for lithium because the world is demanding more and more lithium. And despite lithium as a mineral, as an element rather, that's quite abundant in the world, in economic concentrations, it's not that abundant. So there's only very few places in the world where one can find economic lithium deposits, and one of the best places is where we are operating. We're operating in a region known as the Lithium Triangle. The Lithium Triangle encompasses a little bit of southern Bolivia, eastern Chile, and a big chunk of northwestern Argentina. And nearly 60% of the world's lithium resources comes from this region. And we're operating in Argentina, which has historically been underinvested, and where we feel has the best chances anywhere of finding and making new lithium finds and finding new lithium deposits.
Sounds like you were positioned from the start to leverage the lithium opportunity. And you are a member of the Grosso group in Argentina. Could you tell us about this group and how this membership could be a great advantage for Argentina Lithium and Energy Corporation?
Well, the Grosso Group, as a management team, has been active in the mining industry in Argentina consecutively for the last 30 years. And in Argentina, it was about 30 years ago that country opened up its borders and allowed foreign investment in the mining industry. Prior to that, it's seen very little, if any, investment. So it's a very underexplored country. Even though by landmass, it's the 8th largest in the world, without having much exploration money spent on it, there's a lot of mineral exploration there that where new deposits and new discoveries can be made. And especially now we're seeing that with lithium. So that's why we are focused on the Argentine part of lithium. Now, as the Grosso Group, being one of the early pioneers in that country, in Argentina, we've over the time developed a vast network of contacts, not just in the governments and federal and provincial, but also in the industry. We're well known, well regarded. And the Grosso Group's track record of success, having discovered 4 major discoveries over the last 30 years, basically gives us a real competitive advantage when operating in Argentina.
Well, there are always benefits of cooperating at this scale, certainly. And your properties, as you mentioned, are located in the Lithium Triangle in Argentina. Could you please elaborate on this triangle and its potential and the exploration properties you have in the region?
Well, like I said, the Lithium Triangle produces right now about half of the world's lithium and contains more than 60% of the world's known lithium reserves. And Argentina is the laggard there simply because of lack of exploration money. So there's a lot of potential to make these new discoveries there. There's a lot of great infrastructure in that area. There are roads and pipelines and rail tracks, basically, and power that leads just under 300 kilometers to the coast in Chile, which adds tremendously to any potential economics there. And our properties, we've been able to acquire 4 projects in that area, totaling just over 64,000 hectares of claims that cover salt lake brines. That's where the lithium occurs there. It occurs in brine, known in Argentina, they call it salars. Now, these salars, these 4 projects that we have, 2 of them are situated on 2 salars where some of the world's largest mining companies are situated, and they're moving towards production. In one, our Rincon project, which is our flagship project where we're currently doing work, right next to us is Rio Tinto. Rio Tinto just acquired their position by taking out a previous company there and paying $825 million just in the last year. And just further south from there, our second flagship project, the Antofalla project, we control the entire northern portion of that salar, the central portion being owned by Albemarle. Now, Albemarle is the world's second largest lithium producer. So these are both salars that not just contain brines, but contain economic quantities of lithium. And from an explorationist point of view, our thesis is to prove that the lithium does indeed carry out onto our projects.
These are certainly promising projects, but as you know, exploration projects always face challenges. What are the challenges that typically face projects like yours, and how do you plan to address them?
Well, the primary challenges for us right now is because there's such a plethora of activity in this region. The demand for lithium has really skyrocketed, and there's a lot of large companies trying to acquire properties and those that have properties there to do exploration. And in Argentina, there's very limited suppliers for the explorationists need, like drillers, for example. So there's sometimes we encounter delays in getting a drilling company, or if there's a part missing, because there's such a demand there. So far, though, we've been able to leverage our contacts, through our association with the Grosso group and our long-term relationships with current suppliers. We haven't seen any of these delays, but I know other companies are indeed having these issues.
Sounds like you have effective management. And what are your plans for 2023? Are there any important milestones you plan to accomplish? Are there any updates that investors might be interested to hear about?
For sure. For 2023, we expect it to be a very, very busy year. Just in the middle of last year, 2022, we began a drilling program on our flagship project, the Rincon. Drilling for 9 holes initially, and I'm pleased to say that so far the results have yielded exactly what we were expecting: lithium intersections at grades and intercepts that are similar to those of our neighbors there, like Rio Tinto. So that is proving our thesis that indeed the lithium brines do extend over underneath into our property. So our plans from now going forward are to continue our drill program. We probably will be continuing past to the end of 2023 on Rincon. And at some point, or possibly as early as mid-year, we expect to be publishing our initial resource calculation. So that's going to be a very important milestone for us to hit. And simultaneously, we expect to begin drilling by middle of this year on our Antofalla project. That's our other second project that we have highlighted, I spoke about a little earlier. We have great expectations about that project. We have great expectations about Rincon. I think 2023 is going to be a formative year, and it's going to be the year, hopefully, that puts Argentina Lithium and Energy on the lithium map as a significant player within the Lithium Triangle.
There's a lot of potential indeed. Nikolaos Cacos, President and CEO of Argentina Lithium and Energy Corporation. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing those updates. We look forward to hearing more updates from the company soon.
I'd be very pleased to do so. Thank you.